All right, so today I'm going to dive in and talk a little bit about traffic, okay? Traffic is probably the most important thing when it comes to growing your business online, okay? So when I like to think about traffic, I like to think about three sources, okay? So that we're going to talk about source number one, which is organic, okay? Organic. And then we've got paid, all right, paid. And then we've got marketplaces, okay? Marketplaces. Oh, that is some horrible handwriting. All right, so those are the three places that we can get traffic from, okay? Um, if you want traffic today, I always recommend paid and Facebook first, okay? If you can't get what you want on Facebook, you're not going to get it anywhere else, okay? And when I say get what you want, I mean booked calls, webinar registrants, or even a purchase. Let's say you've got an e-commerce store and you want to get sales. If you cannot get sales from Facebook, you're not going to get sales anywhere. Okay. If you can't get customers on Facebook, you're not going to get them anywhere. That's why I like Facebook. All right. So those are the three. Now let's focus first on organic. Okay. Because organic is free. Okay. This is free. Okay. So when it comes to my favorite free organic sources of traffic, okay? Um, Nothing beats Google search, okay? Google search, oh my goodness, Google search, okay? This is number one for me, okay? Um, this will bring you customers every day, potential customers every day, if you know how SEO works, okay? So someone say SEO. Um, this is driven by SEO, search engine optimization. If you're good at search engine optimization, you're probably someone who's very patient because it takes time to kick in. Um, but you're also someone who knows that when you master this art, you can create a business that has 3,000 visitors a day, right? Where a certain percent of those become buyers, and you'll have 1 million visitors a year. Okay, I've done that myself, and that's something that I teach if you're in my group coaching program or my one-on-one program. That's something I offer. Right, you're going to get access to my brain, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so number one free source is Google search, but the number two free source, which is new, okay, and it's so new that there's not even a webmaster tools or like a search console dedicated to it, is ChatGPT. Okay, so let's put ChatGPT down here. Okay, ChatGPT is probably a way better source than Google. Why? Because the answer that ChatGPT crafts is tailored to that specific use case, right? So if you're being mentioned when someone has a crazy question that's super duper laser focused on an answer, and ChatGPT recommends you as the solution, the conversion rate for that customer is going to be sky high, higher than anything that you can ever imagine. So uh, this is one of my new favorite organic traffic sources. And again, to appear in ChatGPT, it always comes back to SEO. Okay, so you've got to be good at SEO. All right, cool. So that is my blurb on free traffic, free organic traffic. Okay, so now let's talk about paid traffic. Okay, paid traffic, paid traffic. Okay, when it comes to paid traffic, there's only two people or two sites that really matter. Okay, we've got Facebook. Let's go with Facebook, like I mentioned before, and Google search. Okay, the paid side of it. Okay, now when it comes to these two traffic sources, what matters the most? Okay, so on Facebook, what matters the most is ad creative. Okay, your ad creative has to be on point. Okay, um, the difference between a good campaign and a bad campaign really boils down to your ad creative. Okay, all things considered, like the landing page is the same. Um, Ad creative is going to be the thing that really moves the needle for you. Okay, and then on the Google side, what matters the most are keywords. Okay, you need to bid on the right keywords, and not just any keyword, but the keyword that gets you closest to the transaction as possible, right? There's this idea of the 5 levels of customer awareness, where the last step, I forget if it's most aware or solution aware, but whatever it is, it's the keyword that the person knows, I need to buy this thing and I need to buy it now. That's why keyword research, somebody say keyword research. Keyword research is so important because you have to really get inside of the mind of the buyer, of the customer, and say, what are the keywords they're going to search? that demonstrate that they want to get this now, and they're not in the discovery phase. They're in the like, I've got my credit card out, and I'm going to buy today, right? So that's my little spiel on paid traffic, okay? And then the last traffic source, which I have up here, is marketplaces. Very written very badly. So let's talk about marketplaces, okay? And there are a ton of marketplaces, okay? The thing that I love about marketplaces is they have trust built in already, right? So if you're talking about Amazon, Amazon is a great e-commerce marketplace, right? Lots of trust baked in, okay? Super trust, super trust. And I say that because, I mean, they've got a refund policy. They got the 2-day delivery. Like everything is great, right? On the Amazon side, if you want to return something, they make it very easy to return. You can even sometimes go into a physical store and return it there and get your money back instantly, right? So that facilitates trust. All those little things that I just described facilitate trust. That's why listing your product on Amazon, if you're able to, is a great way to kickstart sales if you're in the e-commerce world. So Amazon is my favorite e-commerce marketplace, but there's marketplaces for everything, okay? There's marketplaces for freelance work like Upwork, okay? So if you are technical, you have some technical skills, you can list yourself on Upwork to get some customers, okay? Other marketplaces I like, if you make apps like me, I've made millions of dollars with apps. AppSumo, okay, if you're in the SaaS world, AppSumo is a great place to get your first sales, to really feel what it's like to make like, $50,000 in a month, right? List your app on AppSumo, it'll be a lifetime deal, and you have to be okay with that, right? But AppSumo is a great place to list your SaaS and get sales. Okay. But yeah, the reason I love marketplaces is because it makes it really easy to get a sale. The downside, so the con to marketplaces are, the marketplace is going to take their cut of sales, right? Hopefully you've got enough margin after their cut to make a decent profit. But that's kind of the game, right? They've got the traffic, they've got the eyeballs, and you've got to give a percentage of your profits to them so that everyone's happy, right? But yeah, that's just a quick little video about the way that I think about traffic. Okay, we've got, again, marketplaces, we've got organic paid traffic. Okay, and if you're in my group program, or if you're in my one-on-ones, I'll tell you, give me your business and I'll tell you how to grow it. I feel like I can grow any business. Okay. I grow all my businesses. Every business I've made since probably 2021 has made 6 figures or more. Okay. With one making 7 figures. But yeah, I do want to help you achieve success online. So click on the links below. You can see that I have the Grow My Business group program, which is new and I love it. And then I don't have any slots in my one-on-one program. So yeah, if you want my help, join the Grow My Business group. Okay. It's a school community. And yeah, the price is below. And yeah, have fun. Okay. But this is my guide to traffic. Remember, you've got organic, you've got paid, and you've got marketplaces. All right. Keep that in mind. Have a good day and see you later.